We're deep into CES 2026, and even though I've been here so many times, the sheer scale of this place never ceases to amaze me. I've seen so many interesting things this year, from a dog that looks like a Muppet to help people with dementia, to a smart ring that allows you to take notes wherever you are. But that's just scratching the surface of the thousands of innovations here. So these are the things that caught my eye the most. Let's dive into the coolest tech at CES this year. I really didn't want to talk about TVs at CES because they're just everywhere, but you can't help but marvel at the new LG W6 Wallpaper TV. While you might think the headline is just how thin it is, and at 9mm it is really thin, it's the overall aesthetic that really wows. Because as a truly flat back, it can sit really flush to the wall, and with minimal bezels, that looks amazing. But it's more than just that. The picture quality is excellent too, because I spent some time talking to LG Display this week. There's a separate internal company that makes the panels for the TV, about how this technology is packing enhanced color due to the new OLED structure inside, and managing to almost completely eradicate reflection. That's really important because it means you can have a great picture no matter where you are, if you set it up in the room on the side or the front, and colors look deep, rich, and impressive with great viewing angles. Now, sadly, we don't know the price, but it sounds like this won't be the tens of thousands of dollars mark we saw for the original Wallpaper OLED TV, but closer to the current range. Now, this e-ink AI generation photo frame has actually been on Kickstarter for a month or two, but seeing it in the flesh, I had to tell you about it now. The idea is simple. You've got an e-ink frame, there's a microphone inside it, and it connects to ChatGPT's image generation engine. And you simply tap the front and ask it to generate whatever picture you like. From there, you get the artwork you want every day, meaning the pictures around you can alter as your mood changes. I tried this out, and while it was a little slower than it should have been to generate the image, it was 2 minutes, which apparently was just due to the amount of people, which makes sense at CES. The results were still impressive. For instance, I asked it to create a bear looking confused about honey with stars above it, and I got a bear looking confused about honey with the stars above. That makes sense. What's cool about this though is you can also add in your own art through the app, or save the images you've created to use again. Framing is also looking to expand the powers of these frames too. For instance, let's say you're watching a movie on Netflix, the poster art around will change to match, making it feel like you're in a more dynamic gallery. We can get one of these frames in the 14 by 18 inch size that we're seeing here for $399, or go up to the larger 24 by 36 poster model for $999. This segment is sponsored by Timekettle. Now, it's amazing to be able to use technology to speak an entirely different language to someone, but it's so frustrating if it sounds stilted. Live translation tools have come a huge distance in a short amount of time. If they miss the nuances when translating English to Korean compared to translating English to German, for example, the experience still feels like a struggle. Now, that's why Timekettle's state-of-the-art translation engine selector is an incredible change, as it understands how different language pairs need nuanced responses. By being able to choose the right engine in real time, it brings a strong translation, doing the thinking that the user shouldn't have to do. It's like having a native speaker do the translation for you rather than just someone who can kind of speak the language trying to convey the meaning. This upgrade is rolling out across the entire Timekettle family starting in January 2026 and coming to all devices by the end of March. So whether you're using the W4 earbuds, which were already among the best for general voice translation on the go, or the T1 AI translator, which was the world's fastest offline translation device, you're going to be getting a very big upgrade on your translating powers very soon. All this means is that if you're heading to a country where you don't speak the language, want help teaching a different dialect, or are just about to conduct a key business deal with someone from a different country, you can feel even more confident that language is no longer going to be a barrier. Oh my word, there are so many robots here at CES. There's ones that fight, there's ones that do weird flexes, but the one that most people are talking about is LG's new Cloid prototype. Now, this robot is a symbol of how LG thinks robots are going to impact our lives. Cloid is basically a home appliance with wheels using generative AI to think, speak, and is designed to work with connected fridges, ovens, and washing machines to cook, clean, and generally become part of the family, apparently. Think Cloid seeing you put your keys down somewhere stupid and realizing, hey, they should be over the hook by the door. You know where they are, you haven't had to find them, Cloid helps out. The demonstration we saw at the LG's press conference was impressive but basic. Cloid took a wet towel from one of the hosts and put it in the washing machine. It was quite slow and laborious, and you had the feeling that the whole thing was heavily choreographed, but it worked, and it still felt like a moment that we saw how robots might actually function in our lives in the future. Now, the obvious question you're going to ask, when is this coming to our homes? Is it going to be here in 2026? Absolutely not. This is a prototype, and so we don't know exactly when this is going to become commercially available, and I can tell you this, it is not going to be cheap when it comes. But what struck me this year is how many of these robots at CES are being made so human, with things like blinking eyes, fingers that can manipulate objects far more carefully than we all expected in 2026. The only thing is, every time I hear a robot speaking here at CES, I can't help but imagine the soft and warm voice suddenly going rogue and telling me, "You shouldn't be doing that, Gareth."
CES is all about what's next. We come here every year to see where technology is headed, from smarter devices to faster networks and more connected experiences. But CES also reminds us of something very practical. All of this innovation only works if you can stay connected wherever you are. That's where one of today's sponsors, Nomad eSIM, fits in. At CES especially, connectivity matters. You're moving between hotels, convention halls, meetings, and off-site events, often across multiple networks in a single day. Nomad eSIM offers seamless coverage in more than 200 countries, designed to keep you online without interruptions or hidden fees. In 2025, eSIMs became more widely adapted, changing how travelers stay connected across borders. As the category has grown, Nomad eSIM has become one of the most visible options. With presence across areas like the EPL and major streaming platforms contributing to broader awareness of the service, Nomad eSIM is a digital-first connectivity platform designed for international travel and cross-border use. Rather than relying on roaming fees, physical SIM cards, or airport purchases, the service allows users to activate mobile data directly on their phone or tablet, often before arriving at their destination. One of the core ideas behind Nomad eSIM is affordable premium connectivity. Plans start as low as $1.10 per gigabyte, but the focus is not just price. It's about reliable, high-quality global access that works when you need it. Nomad eSIM offers flexible choices across regular data plans from 1 gigabyte up to 30 gigabytes, unlimited plans, as well as regional and global options. Whether you're traveling for a few days, staying longer, or moving across multiple countries this winter, there is a plan designed to fit. If you're traveling this winter or planning international trips in 2026, Nomad eSIM is easy to get started with. Just download the app, pick a plan, install the eSIM, and you're good to go. Plans are available on both the web and mobile app. And Nomad eSIM is offering Digital Trends viewers a special promotion. Regular users can get 25% off regular plans, including data sizes from 1 gigabyte to 30 gigabytes, unlimited plans, and regional or global coverage options. Just use the code DIGITAL25 at checkout. As technology evolves, staying connected across borders has become increasingly important. Nomad eSIM is helping define what global connectivity looks like next. Now, let's jump back into our cool tech picks from CES 2026.
The final piece of cool tech I've seen here is the TDM Neo Hybrid Headphones. Now, I'm a sucker for tech that does something different at CES, and these are among my favorites. The idea is simple. You're wearing your headphones and you meet some friends and want to start the party right there. With these cans, you simply take them off, twist the headphones into a ball, they connect with a magnet, and it starts pumping out sound from the quad 40mm drivers. You can also use the twist to perform other functions such as pausing or switching off the device. I love things that use gestures in new ways to do different things with text. For instance, you can wear them around your neck and pump out the sound that way, but I'm not sure you ever want to be that person. The Neo Hybrid headphones will be available later this month and cost $249 on Kickstarter. So that's the tech that wowed us at CES this year. I'm off to go and look at more robots and hope none of them look as scary as this one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and we'll see you very soon.